Hello everybody, my name is Josh. I was a computer science examiner as a head of computer science in UK based schools, and I run a tutoring business where I've helped thousands of students to get better grades in computer science courses. This is all going to be focusing on the iGCSE Cambridge International spec. If you're on the AQA or OCR specs, do not watch this video, this isn't relevant to you. And what we've done is, what I've done is I've tried to condense all of the information down as much as possible to you. So this is where we're going to be looking at the AI, robotics, sensors, Bitcoin and blockchain, digital currency, all that kind of stuff. And the thing that we're trying to do on this one is our exam is on Wednesday, and I've tried to condense this as much as possible so that all you've got to do is make a few flashcards on each of the questions. They're not that long, and then you can just go over them nice and quickly. You've got a few days until then, and then you're going to be getting some nice marks on these. So let's have a quick look. So going on the Bitcoin digital currency topic, if it just simply asks you what is digital currency, so on the front of your flashcard, what is digital currency? On the back of it, what you need to say is money that only exists electronically. On the other one, they could ask you what a blockchain is, and it's a digital ledger which keeps track of all of our transactions, so just somewhere where we write what the transactions on there. They're all time-stamped and they can't be changed. Now, this is a question which comes up so often. Not this exact one, but hear me out. It's a sensor question to do with an automated system. And with this, what it's going to do is it's going to give you some scenario about where you've got a sensor and it will have some value that when it gets to said value, then what's going to happen is that something's going to happen. Okay, so in this case, we got Joey. He's got a fish tank. When his oxygen levels go below 70, oxygen then goes into the water. If you relate this to the question, this could be a nuclear power plant and it's looking for temperature. It could be the acidity levels of a river. This comes up so often, and you can use the exact same answer that I've got down there to get a nice 5 marks. All you have to do is change where I've said oxygen less than 70, and all of the other things which aren't applicable to the question that you're doing, and just change it to that. So if we're talking about, acidity levels, we're going to be measuring pH levels. If we're measuring temperature, change it to Celsius, yeah? So that's all you got to do. Oxygen, where I've put it in purple, those are the things you're going to change. Everything else, you can pretty much copy. That's how it is so related, each and every single one of these questions. So please do use that template. Now, the last little part here, actually, no, we've got AI as well. So robotics, with robotics, this is the design, construction, and operation of robots. That's 1 mark. Characteristics, mechanical structure or framework, electrical components such as microprocessors and actuators. An actuator is just a fancy word for a motor so it's an output device that allows things to move. Advantages and disadvantages of robots. Now, they've given lots of different situations. So, for example, farming, transport, all of this kind of stuff. And what you need to do is I've given you generic points, and all you have to do is just relate that to the question. So it says here, increased productivity as robots don't get tired. So if it gave you a scenario about farming, say, increased productivity, because robots don't get tired, when the tractor's out, a human being would have to go to sleep. So the robot could stay out using the tractor and wouldn't have to go to sleep, so the field would get done faster. Can you see how I've related that to the question? That's what you need to do. Robots also can do boring jobs that humans don't want to do. Negatives, though, people are going to lose their jobs. Nice one that you can use. And then we've also got environmental damage due to greenhouse gases being released to power the robots. AI, what is it? The simulation of intelligent behaviors by computers. Characteristics, uses data and rules for using data to learn and adapt. So it just uses that data to learn and adapt and change its behavior. Basic operations and components of AI. An expert system. It uses knowledge to have this thing called an inference engine and interface. And essentially what it does is it just uses that data to be able to make suggestions based on its knowledge. Machine learning, automatically adapt to its own processes based on data. So It takes in data and then it can change its behavior based on that.